Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 21st of November 2022. Thanks for joining me. I want to use the Shadowscapes Tarot for today's reading in the sunlight. It's rare that the light kind of hits my table like this, so it's an interesting coincidence. I just want to show you some of these cards. This one particular looks amazing on camera. That's the thing about this deck. It's really beautiful in person, but I've noticed that when you film the cards, the colors appear to be even more vibrant. It's amazing. So if you film tarot cards, this is the deck I recommend for that. Let's see what the Shadowscapes Tarot has to say about Monday. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend, and let's see what the energy of this day is all about. So let's have a look. All right, first card is the Tower. Oh wow. So you're leaving behind the old for the sake of the new, and something drastic shifts and changes in your life. Amazing. In astrology, I always associate Uranus, the planet of the miraculous and unexpected. I associate that with the Tower because in both energy is really about blowing something up that's been there for a long time. Next, we've got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, when it's this way around, is about grieving what's happened in the past. So the fact that this is upside down means you're excited about something in the future, or that's how I'm reading it anyway. And please, while if you're watching this right now and you get a different message from this card, then please listen to that and add it to the meaning I'm going to get out of it. Because if you're getting something on top of it, then that's a particular message for you that it's important not to ignore that. Okay, so Five of Cups in reverse, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, when that is upright, it's about coming to a crossroads in life and saying, okay, I have to make a choice now, which is going to affect the rest of my life. It's a big life event. When it's upside down, usually the Wheel of Fortune has all these mystical symbols on it. And when it's in reverse like this, it's about understanding yourself, because at the center this is a sun, again, like the solar plexus chakra, which is about your identity, your personality. Here it's almost like you're undoing all these Celtic kind of this pattern to get to the center. So there's a circumstance in your life on this day which has held you for a long time, which something snaps in the sense that your vision clears. You're no longer fully buying into it, and you start to feel a little bit more removed. So this could be anything. It could be a relationship that you've never questioned, or a job that you've had for ages and ages that you've just taken for granted or never really thought about. It's a living situation which, I don't know, you've just got used to. That your real feelings return very clearly, and you look at that on this day and say, this thing in my life, which is a tower, like this big, formal, solid structure, which I'm used to, I'm starting to see that very differently. And in fact, with this lightning striking, I think it would be a good idea to get away from it. So don't be surprised if something that's a fixture in your life suddenly doesn't make sense and you don't want to deal with it. Ultimately, I don't think it's just a whim. I don't think it's the universe arriving and saying, here's something you enjoy. Let me take it away from it and make it so that you no longer enjoy it. It's not that. It's a situation that I feel hasn't worked for you to begin with. You've got used to it, rationalized it, and forgotten that, oh, this wasn't really the plan, or this isn't really where I want to be. And today, these cards wake you up and say, hang on a second, you actually did rationalize that. Look at how you feel about this today. Because by understanding it on this day, you're not going to let the kind of wool settle back over your eyes. Instead, you'll see that as an opportunity to do something about it. And that inner choice is going to be very influential when it comes to your future. So it's interesting because, you know, on some days you'll be doing something and you're not really feeling it. It's just like, oh, you know, and you go through it and then the next day you feel it again. And sometimes that doesn't mean anything and it's normal. It's just the normal ups and downs of life. You know, if you had like 2 hours sleep, but you need 9, then you're not going to be feeling your most enthusiastic and your best, right? But the cards are saying that that kind of sense of disenchantment and disillusionment on this day specifically isn't just trivial. It is more meaningful. It's your higher self trying to give you a message about a fixture in your life that's no longer serving you, that's outdated and needs to go, that by letting go of it rather than hanging on, you're doing yourself a favor and you're pulling yourself out of something which is no longer at the vibration that you're at. It's almost like you've graduated something that held you and kept you safe for a while, and it was good and useful. But now that period is done with, you've got everything you need from it. And by being willing to let go, it signals the start of a new life via the 5 of Cups in reverse, because it is about grief and mourning something that's gone. So if we're not mourning something that's gone, then we're celebrating something new that's coming in. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it underlines the fact that this is a big life decision that's going to influence your future. What I didn't mention is that with the Wheel of Fortune, when it's this way around, is this big significant choice that's coming up. And with the 10 here, I always say you're coming up the path and you're faced with the decisions. You go left, straight on, or right. When it's in reverse, you still have this wheel. It still means that there's a choice to be made, but the external environment isn't involved. You understand these little squiggles more, which means you understand yourself better. It's through this. I see that this fixture no longer works. I'm not feeling it. It's not just a trivial feeling. I'm going to honor that and see what it's showing me. That's the understanding I'm talking about, which leads you to your true self at the center. These are my real feelings. I can trust them. So if you accept feelings that urge you to make some changes because they don't fit you anymore, those feelings are inconvenient, and a lot of us will just wave them away and say, oh yeah, okay, well, in an ideal world, I would change my living situation or my job or whatever, but I have bills to pay. So thank you very much, inner guidance, but I can't really do much about it today. That's a normal response. On this day, it's important not to go there, because the information really reveals an amazing and empowering truth. And if you accept it and build on it, it's the beginning of a really, really new path in your life that isn't going to make you feel trapped. Yeah. So as far as Monday mornings go, you may really not be feeling it this Monday morning, but don't take that as, oh, I had a long weekend or whatever. It's much more significant than this is just a Monday I'm not particularly keen on. Number-wise, we've got 16 and 5 is 21. 21 and 10 is 31. 3 and 1 is 4. And 4 is about structure and security. So you're letting go of an old structure that you've outgrown in order to build a new structure that's going to serve you in future. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to order your reading with me. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.